makes a great portrait photograph? Philip Prodger, head of photographs at the National Portrait Gallery, writes, "Portrait photographs are special because by definition there are at least two people involved in their making, the photographer and the sitter. In the very best portraits, both sides play a part. The photographer pries loose those things that words can't describe, that ineffable essence that makes a person who they are." Now, what makes a photographer different from other artists is that however elaborate our background is, we can only shoot what happens in real life. So to capture a portrait of somebody with a fantastic expression on their face, they have to have felt that emotion. We therefore have to create an environment where our subject feels safe and relaxed enough to be themselves. And there are three parts to achieving this. Preparation. When our subject arrives, we need to be prepared. We have to have recce'd our location, checked the lighting and our equipment, and also shot some test images. We have to be ready and confident to shoot. Communication. Communication is such an underestimated part of portraiture. When we are taking photographs of people, first of all, we are dealing with how they feel about themselves, and secondly, we want them to participate in achieving our vision. We want to open communication quickly, and the easiest way to do that is to be normal but the best of ourselves. When the person arrives, be pleased to see them. People generally like you if you like them, and if it's someone you know, you still need to make them feel appreciated and create a positive mood. As the photographer, you are in charge of the shoot, so be calm and professional. Explain what you want to achieve and be clear when you are directing. You may find that some people are nervous or self-conscious, so be encouraging and reassure them. You want to lead your subject and not intimidate them. Movement. The key to successful portraiture, which I can't emphasize enough, is movement. Movement is life. You don't show your personality when you stand still and pose. Very few people can do that well, not even top models. They may look beautiful, but we don't learn anything about them. You only reveal who you are by the way you move, and we want our pictures to look natural, so we want to see our subject's eyes come alive. I often photograph people who aren't used to the camera or who are insecure about themselves. So often, the first part of the shoot is to stop my subject from looking like a rigid rectangle. In other words, standing bolt upright with their hands by the sides. The easiest way to avoid this is just to ask people to put their hands in their pockets. Or if they don't have pockets, it isn't a hard position to fake. Immediately you'll see their shoulders relax and the shot already looks more flattering, as the bent elbows would give a much more pleasing body shape. Now get them to let a big breath out and ask them to turn slightly into the shot. You can even encourage them to shake their head. Everyone looks beautiful immediately after they've shaken their head. So they tend to lift up their chin and it relaxes the jaw. Be careful they don't go too mad though, as it can mess up their hair. The next step is to get them to walk slowly on the spot and then rotate their body from one side to the other, whilst occasionally still shaking their head. This is also a very quick way to find someone's best side. They may think you're a bit mad by this time and will possibly laugh at you, but that's okay, you're in this together. I may also use a few encouraging phrases. You'll discover yourself which ones work best for you, but my most successful ones are, look at the camera like it's a nice glass of wine, or can I have the I love my job smile please? Or most simply, when I'm photographing large groups or I'm in countries where we have a language barrier, I just say, okay everybody, say ha 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 ha. You'd be surprised how well that works. If we're photographing people in their environment, watch how they move. After the initial shoot, take a quick break if you've got time and rustle in your camera bag or go and have a chat with them. You'll start to see how they position themselves when they move more freely. Maybe they'll lean or sit or generally relax. And if you see a stance that really works, you can say, that looks great, and get them to repeat it for the camera. We now want them to inhabit the space they are in. Walk backwards and get them to follow you. You can even play music to create a mood. Communicate with them and ask them to move in various ways. Pick things up, sit down. Be happy yourself, but don't let them stand still or lose their sense of momentum. Always remember, you're not how you pose, you are how you move. And finally, if you're pleased with how things are going, a good idea is to show your subject a few photos along the way. This will really inspire trust and the person will start to let go even more.